What it is, what it do. I'm A1, this is GTA 5, and in this video, I'm going to be showing you all of the new stuff that came with the Further Adventures in Finance and Felony DLC. Now, technically, I'm not going to go over everything when it comes to the new offices and the new warehouses, as well as the prices, contraband, and profits. I'm going to be saving that for the next video. But in this video, I'm going to be going over everything else that came with this new Finance and Felony update. Alright, so before I show you all the new vehicles and some of the other new stuff that came out, I do want to quickly mention that there's a couple things in the office that I did want to show. One is that there is a mini game located on your TV that's called Don't Cross the Line. I've already uploaded some gameplay of that, and I'll leave a link to it in the description if you want to go check it out. Another thing I wanted to point out is that you can also get a gun locker and a safe in your office. Again, I've already uploaded a video going over that, which I'll leave a link to in the description. So you can go check that out. But something else I wanted to point out is that if you go up to your assistant, you can actually speak to your executive assistant, and she will either call one of your Pegasus vehicles. As you see here, it'll cost $1,000 for most of them, and it can cost up to $3,000 or $4,000 for some other ones. But yeah, you have the option to call a Pegasus vehicle or get your assistant to call a Pegasus vehicle, and you can also get some monster trucks as well. And you can also get the new Brigade truck, turreted limo, insurgent, the new cargo bobs, basically any Pegasus vehicle almost. You also have the personal vehicle option, and if you select that, your executive assistant will call for one of your vehicles that's located in one of your garages. You also have a snacks option. If you get hungry, your assistant will get you a couple snacks. And you also have the buzzer option. So if somebody tries to come into your office, you can buzz them in from here. There was one more thing I wanted to show you all. As you can see, there's where the organization name appears right above your assistant and the font and color that you chose. But the other thing I wanted to show is that if you come out here to your elevators, you can exit via a vehicle. So you can select one of your Pegasus vehicles, and let's see what it says here. Request a vehicle to exit the office with. So yeah, you can select one of these vehicles. You can also exit to the ground on foot, or you can exit to the roof on foot as well. So those were a couple things I wanted to point out with the new office. Again, when it comes to like prices, profits, different contraband, and things like that, I'll save that for the next video. But I did want to point out these things, the new mini game, and what you can do with your executive assistant, as well as your elevators. And now we're going to take a look at some of the new vehicles. Alright, so if you pull up your phone and go to the internet, you'll see that there's a new website here called Dynasty 8 Executive. That's where you purchase the one of the offices, and they are quite expensive. But I did want to point that out because it's new. You'll see they have a new boat called the Tug for sale. It's going to cost you 1.2 million. I like to call it the Forrest Gump shripping boat because that's what it looks like. For the next website, let's go to Warstock, and there's 3 new vehicles available for sale on this website. One is the Brigade for 1.1 million, and I feel like that could be useful when it comes to moving some of your contraband. They also have the Cargo Bob for sale. That's 1.7 million. And they also have the new Cargo Bob, which is the Jet Sam, and that costs 1.9 million. But it does sit up to 10 people, just like the other Cargo Bob. And yeah, those are the new vehicles that are on the Warstock website. We also got a couple new vehicles on Elitist travel website. You see, we have one helicopter called Volatus, which is 2.2 million, and it sits 4 people. We also have a plane called Nimbus, which is 1.9 million, and that sits up to 8 people, I believe. Yep, 8 people. So those are the two new aerial vehicles. The next website we're going to take a look at is Southern San Andreas Super Autos, because we do have a new vehicle here as well. As you can see, this is the Bravado Rumpo Custom, and that's going to cost you $130,000. And as you can see here, it sits up to 4 people. So that's another new vehicle that came with this update. And the last website we're going to take a look at is Legendary Motorsport. And as you can see here, we have 5 new vehicles. The first one is the Pegassi Reaper, which is, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and buy that right now, because I definitely want this vehicle. We're going to send that to Tilted Towers. And again, that Reaper costs 1.5 million. We also got the Vapid FMJ, which also looks pretty badass, and it costs more than the Reaper. We also got a Grotti for 600,000. We also have the Benefactor XLS, which can be purchased between 250,000 and 522,000. And the fifth and final vehicle is the Enos Windsor Drop, which costs 900,000. So yeah, that's pretty much it when it comes to all the new vehicles that they have for sale in this new Finance and Felony DLC. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and take a little tour of the new office that I purchased. And we're starting here in the beginning, going to head over to the right. And we got some chairs here where you can sit and go on the computer. And we also got the board room, which is located right here. And you can sit at these chairs. And I believe if you own the office and sit at the head of the table, you will also put your gun on the table. But I haven't confirmed that yet. Anyways, you can see the view from the windows right here. Has an excellent view. And again, the office that we're in, the office that I purchased, was the one that cost 4 million. And like I said, it has a beautiful view from up here. You can see my safe, you can see my gun locker, that little desktop that's on the table right there. That's how you purchase contraband. But again, I'll go over that in detail in another video. You see my bar, and here's the accommodation area. I did have to spend a little bit of extra money in order to get this accommodation area, because it doesn't come with the office. And if we go through this door right here, you can see my executive assistant working hard, or hardly working, I don't know. But back to the accommodation area. If we go through this door, you see we have a shower. I believe this is a shower. Yep, this is a shower. And going back into the accommodation area again. And yeah, whenever you see a mirror, you gotta remind yourself, hey, you're beautiful. But yeah, back to the accommodation area. You see we also got a bed, and we also got a chair over here where you can sit down. And yeah, that's pretty much it when it comes to the accommodation area. Again, you can change clothes, you can lay down, you can hop in the shower, and you can point at yourself in the mirror while you're in the bathroom. But I'm gonna go ahead and sit down real quick, see if there's any other options here. Just changing your pose, nothing else. Alright. Well, I think that'll do it for the tour of the most expensive high-rise office in GTA 5 Online. I'm pretty sure that we covered everything that I wanted to cover. Alright, so I went to the hairstylist, I went to the tattoo parlor, I went to the mask store, and I went to Ammunition, and there was no new masks, no new tattoos, no new hairstyles, and no new weapons. But if you go to Ammunition, you'll notice that there are some new attachments, specifically the drum attachment. And as you can see right here, the drum magazine attachment is available for the special carbine. It's also available for the heavy shotgun. And as you can see, for right now, they cost like $26,000, but I believe that's also with a discount. The drum magazine is also available for the combat PDW, and it's also available for the compact rifle as well. You can also get the box magazine for the carbine rifle, and most of these cost somewhere between like 23 and 26,000. You can also get the drum magazine on the assault rifle, and last but not least, you can also get the drum magazine on the SMG as well. And basically what that drum magazine does is it expands the ammo capacity, and it also slows the reload speed. Anyways, next up, I want to quickly go over the CEO just to give y'all a basic understanding of how it works. In order to become CEO, you have to pull up your interaction menu and then go down to the Secure Serve option. Now, just like with the VIP, you may or may not need to have $1 million saved in your bank account. I'm not exactly sure because I don't have any characters that have less than $1 million. So if you have less than $1 million and you can't get access to Secure Serve, be sure to let us know in the comments. That way I'll know for sure you need to have at least $1 million in your bank account before you get access to the Secure Serve option. But yeah, just pull up your interaction menu, go to Secure Serve, and you'll see the two options. One is where you can register as a CEO, and the other one is where you can turn on your looking for work option. So if there's other CEOs looking for associates, they'll be able to find you that way. But yeah, that's how you register as a CEO. There were a couple other things I wanted to point out. Once you become CEO, you're also going to be able to get those VIP abilities, but they will be labeled CEO abilities. But they're basically the same thing. You'll also get the CEO vehicles, and there are a couple new vehicles when it comes to the CEO vehicles. When it comes to VIP work, there's going to be 3 new VIP work jobs. One's called Headhunter, where you have to assassinate all targets before the time runs out. Another one's called Air Freight, where you have to hook onto a container and fly it to the drop-off location. So I'm assuming you're going to have to use some cargo bobs for that job. Another one's called Haulage, where you have to collect the container and deliver it to the drop-off location. There's also a couple new VIP challenges as well. The first one's called Cash and Gout, where you have to compete to steal the most cash from ATMs within the time limit. And the next one's called Salvage, where you have to compete to collect the most underwater checkpoints within the time limit. So there are 3 new VIP work jobs, and there are 2 new VIP challenges. Also, once you have purchased an office, you'll see a new contact on your phone, and that new contact is your executive assistant. And whenever you call her, you're going to get 2 options. The first one is if you pay $1,000, you'll be able to recover a vehicle from the impound. So if one of your cars ever gets impounded and you don't feel like taking it from the impound, you can just call your assistant, pay $1,000, and get it recovered that way. And the second option is to request a luxury helicopter, which is going to cost $5,000. But the beauty about this option is that you can quick travel, but all you have to do is just request it, and the helicopter is going to park somewhere near you. It's not going to be too far. And then you just hop in the helicopter, and if you look at the bottom right, you can see where you can set the waypoint, you can exit, or you can quick travel to either your office or your warehouse. So when you're sitting in the back seat, you can drink champagne and you can browse the web on the computer that's in the back seat. But I believe the main purpose of this helicopter is to get you around the city. Again, you can either set the waypoint by going to the map and setting the waypoint. Once you do that, you want to exit out of your map, and if you look at the bottom, you'll see the option that says go, and that'll take you directly to that waypoint. But if you click on the quick travel options, you'll see a couple options at the top left that the helicopter will quick travel you to, which basically means you'll be teleported there. And again, you can either choose from your office or your warehouse, and it will teleport you there. So we're going to go ahead and quick travel to my warehouse. And it doesn't take long to quick travel. I think it may take somewhere between like 10 and 12 seconds, or at least that's how long it took me. It really doesn't take long. So if you're like at the top of the map and you want to get to your office immediately, just call your assistant, get the luxury helicopter, and then quick travel to your office. Anyways, once you've gotten a warehouse, you definitely want to check out that laptop. It may be in a different location depending on what type of warehouse you bought, but there's always going to be a laptop like that I just shown. And basically, you're going to use that laptop to find people who want to purchase your product. And again, I will go into more detail over that in the next video. Another thing I wanted to mention since we're at the warehouse is that you should see a toolbox in your warehouse. And if you walk up to it, you'll see the option that says Access Delivery Vehicle Upgrades. And if you select that option, you'll see the options to upgrade either your delivery truck, your delivery planes, or your delivery boat. Now with the delivery truck, you'll be able to get an armor upgrade and bulletproof tires. With the delivery planes, you'll be able to get an armor upgrade and a jammer upgrade. And that jammer upgrade is on both the Cuban 800 and the Titan, and it's going to increase interference times and reduce recharge times, which I'm assuming is going to make more sense once I start purchasing some more contraband and selling that contraband. And the last vehicle upgrade is the delivery boat upgrade. You're going to get an armor upgrade and a speed upgrade as well. And that delivery boat is the tugboat, or the Forrest Gump stripping boat, as I like to call it. And the last thing I wanted to quickly show was some of the new outfits. I'm only going to show the outfits that are at the front desk, but there are plenty of other clothes as well. But if I tried to show all those clothes, this video would have been even longer than it already is. So I already showed the SecuroServe outfits right there. Now I'm going to quickly scroll through the finance and felony outfits. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you all think about this new DLC. This is definitely one of the biggest DLCs we've had in a while. It's also a pretty expensive DLC as well when you take into account, you know, the offices, the warehouses, the new cars, all the new vehicles, planes, helicopters. It's pretty expensive. But let me know in the comments what y'all think about this new DLC. Also, if there's anything that I missed that you think is important, again, be sure to let us know in the comments below. Anyways, if y'all enjoyed the video or found it useful in any way, don't forget to do what you do. I'm A1. Thanks for watching.